Welcome to my YouTube channel, Bonya the Simplifier. As I promised, I'll be giving you the fixtures for the top five European leagues, and therefore I want to start by EPL week 10 of EPL. Saturday we have 7 matches on the card. The first one, Newcastle vs Arsenal at 3:30 p.m. early kickoff. Second match, Bournemouth vs Man City at 6 p.m. Ipswich vs Leicester at 6 p.m. Liverpool vs Brighton at 6 p.m. Nottingham Forest vs West Ham at 6 p.m. Southampton vs Everton at 6 p.m. And then the last match on Saturday at 8:30 will be Wolves vs Crystal Palace. On Sunday, we have 2 matches on the card. Tottenham Hotspurs vs Aston Villa, big match, big encounter. Then the second match, Manchester United vs Chelsea at 7:30 p.m. An epic encounter. Don't miss this match. In La Liga on Saturday, we have 4 matches on the card on Saturday. The first match at 4 p.m. Osasuna vs Valladolid. And then Girona vs Leganés at 6:15 p.m. Villarreal vs Rayo Vallecano. The match has been postponed. And then Valencia vs Real Madrid, also the match postponed. On Sunday, La Liga, we have 4 matches on the card. Atletico Madrid vs Las Palmas at 4 p.m. Barcelona, big team, versus Espanyol at 6:15 p.m. Sevilla vs Real Sociedad at 8:30 p.m. Then Atletico Bilbao vs Real Betis at 11 p.m. That will be the last match on Sunday in La Liga. In Bundesliga on Saturday, we have 6 matches on the card. Bayern Munich vs Union Berlin at 5:30 p.m. Frankfurt vs Bochum at 5:30 p.m. Hoffenheim vs St. Pauli at 5:30 p.m. Holstein Kiel vs Heidenheim at 5:30 p.m. Wolfsburg vs Wolfsburg at 5:30 p.m. Then the last match on Saturday, Borussia Dortmund vs RB Leipzig at 8:30. That's a big match on this day. And then Sunday in Bundesliga, we have 2 matches on the card. Freiburg vs Mainz at 5:30 p.m. And lastly, Borussia Mönchengladbach vs Werder Bremen at 7:30 p.m. Those are the matches in Bundesliga this weekend. Serie A. In Serie A on Saturday, we have 3 matches on the card. The first match, Bologna vs Lecce at 5 p.m. Udinese vs Juventus at 8 p.m. Then Monza vs AC Milan at 10:45 p.m. Come Sunday in Serie A, 4 matches on the card. Napoli vs Atalanta, big match at 2:30 p.m. Torino vs Fiorentina at 5 p.m. Verona vs AS Roma at 8 p.m. Then Inter vs Venezia at 10:45 p.m. This is going to be the last match of Serie A on this weekend. And lastly, we go to League One. We have on Saturday, we have 3 matches on the card. PSG vs Lens at 7 p.m. Brest vs Nice at 9 p.m. And then Saint Etienne vs Strasbourg at 11 p.m. On Sunday in League One, we have 4 matches on the card. Toulouse vs Reims at 5 p.m. Second match on Sunday will be Auxerre vs Rennes at 7 p.m. Le Havre vs Montpellier at 7 p.m. And then lastly, Nantes vs Marseille at 10:45 p.m. That's the last match for League One this weekend. Thank you so much. See you next weekend. My prediction this week, week 10 of action. The first match, I'll give you 13 teams. You choose the best out of it. The first one, Napoli vs Atalanta, GG. I'll give it a GG. Bayern Munich vs Union Berlin over 2.5. Borussia Dortmund vs RB Leipzig over 1.5. Inter versus Valencia, I'll give it to Inter. Liverpool versus Brighton, I'll give it to Liverpool. Newcastle versus Arsenal, I'll give it a GG. Ipswich versus Leicester, I'll give it a GG. Tottenham versus Aston Villa, I'll give it a GG. Man United versus Chelsea, I'll give it a GG. PSG versus Lens, I'll give it to PSG. Udinese versus Juventus, X2. Brest versus Nice, I'll give it X1. And then lastly, Wolfsburg versus Augsburg, I'll give it a GG. That's it for my prediction this week. I wish all the best those investors. Bet wisely, betting is addictive. Adios.